Good afternoon, well, good evening everybody. It is Eleanor here from the Love of Stitches, for the Love Stitches, sorry. Third time lucky. I tried filming this on Saturday afternoon. The phone rang and I ended up having to rescue the husband. I started filming again 10 minutes ago. The phone rang again. My sister this time. So let's try again, shall we? I'll put it on aeroplane mode, so fingers crossed I won't get any interruptions. So I want you all to grab your drink of choice. Mine today is a cappuccino in a lovely Rendale cup. Isn't it cute? But this one's better, this side. There we go. Eating a jammy dodger. There we go. Mine's a cappuccino. So I've got home from work, been at work all day in the office, and thought I'd treat myself to a cappuccino. I need it today. It's been one of those days. So what have we got for you today? So I think I'll go through, I have got a fully finished object to show you, and then I'll go through my current whips, and then we'll go through what I have in regards to Blackbird Designs. So I've got a whip and some finishes to show you, as well as all my charts. Not all of them, but there is a couple I can't find, and I need to find one of them. So anyway, let's carry on, shall we? And see if we can get this done a third time. So first of all, fully finished object. If you remember on my last video, Flosstube number 2, I was showing my stash of Wild Starry Snaps, and I showed you my finish of Eliza Stone, and I said I was going to try and frame it myself. Well, I have done that. There we go. Excuse the glare. It's a nice sunny evening here in Yorkshire, and my house is south facing, so the sun shines through all year round, but in autumn and winter, because the sun has dropped, it gets quite hot and sunny in this room when it's nice. So there we go. So that's Eliza Stone. I really like this frame, I really do. So sorry about the glare, but yeah. And if you're looking at my nails, I do apologise, they've gone a bit purple. I'm using purple shampoo, but it's tying my nails purple, which is not good. So there we go. I'm really pleased with that. So I'm going to choose another one to be framed. I get paid on Friday, because I always get paid in the middle of the month, and I'm going to pick another finish for me to try and frame. So I wonder what I'm going to choose this time, so it'll be interesting. Right then, my whips. Well, hey, since I last spoke to you, I've been on retreat as well. My previous video, I'd been on retreat as well at the Solihull, the bee stitching retreat. Well, weekend before last, we had the Yorkshire retreat, which is held in Baildon. I did mention it previously. Lovely weekend, bit busy, and yeah, I think my anxiety regarding to COVID is getting the better of me, and I'm getting to the point I don't like crowds and people crowding around me. I get a bit anxious, so we're gonna try and deal with that. But anyway, lovely weekend. So, and I've got another one coming up soon, so the Scottish one. Anyway, back to whips. I digress. So, what have we been working on? I'm not sure if I showed you how much I got done on Matilda Isabella Creasy. There we go. So the border is now totally finished, and I got a bit more of the wording done. I'm really pleased with how that's looking. I really am. She's beautiful. And she's on 40 count, barely bronzed by Sparklies. Yes, my mind did just go blank. And with the called for weeks dye work threads. And that's Whilst Iris Naps. And that is Matilda Isabella Creasy. So I'm really pleased with her. Now, as part of my other Flosstube, which is the Yorkshire Dolly Mixtures, if you've not checked us out, please do. Where I star with a friend of mine called Ali, and you can tell our stitching is totally different. You know, mine's all samplers and primitive things. Well, Ali's is a bit different from mine, and the way we interact with each other is fantastic. So check it out. I'll try and link it below. And we do have a few more Flosstube videos. We're on number 10 now. So, but with our Flosstube, we do a 5 of 5 where we pick 5 whips to work on, and each whip has 5 days, and one of those it's called Forget Me Not, and it's on the back of a card that I got from Hands Across the Sea Samplers, and this card is the cover photograph of Elizabeth Weston. And I'll just give you a brief, there we go. You can't really see the colours on this. I'm quite disappointed with the colour. Maybe I should have gone for a different fabric, but oh, that's better than it was showing yesterday when we did the Yorkshire Dolly Mixtures. But I'm not far off finishing that. And that is on 40 count, and bear with me. Oh, I'm sure it's Little Bunny. I don't know what I've done with the bag, but yeah, I'm sure that's Little Bunny by Extrude Designs. So fingers crossed that'll be finished soon. I've also been working on my model stitch for Northumberland Sampler House, and we're doing really well on this. And for those wondering about it, I do believe that this may be the sampler for the stitch along for next year. So watch this space. And it's a lovely Scottish sampler called Miss Brown. So we're nearly half done. I'm pleased with that. And all this lettering here, right to the end, is eyelets, as well as this row here is eyelets. There we go. So I'm loving the progress on her. And she's on 36 count oak, again by Northumberland Sampler House. And it's with DMC thread. So, and if you like my covers, they're from B Stitchy Bags on Facebook. So I've been on working on that. Now, as I said, I went to a retreat. And as we all know, a retreat needs a new start. And I didn't have a new start at Solihull because I was stitching on the model stitch, as well as Matilda. So I decided to do a new start. And the new start, again, as in you've heard me mention her once, is Elizabeth Weston by Hands Across the Sea Samplers. There we go. Now I'm doing Elizabeth with DMC, and I'm using 40 count Swigart fabric called Light Mocha. Let me just check that one. Yeah, light mocha. So, and I've done quite a bit on it. There we go. I'm really pleased with that. She's going to be a big girl. I mean, that's all the fabric. So she's going to be a big girl. And it's rolled up. Just unroll it. Yay! So, really pleased with that. So let's see how far we get with that. I really need to get some more finishes done. But you can't resist a new start. I mean, it's another, how many weeks? 3 weeks to our next retreat in Scotland. So I need to get something done. Because no doubt I'll want to do a new start then as well. And it's a case of, what do I do? So we'll see, shall we? But it's with all the called for DMC threads, which look really good on that fabric. And yes, I know I need to do a video in regards to how I do this with my threads. I will be doing that. I may do it tomorrow when I get home from work, and the same video will be going up on this channel for the love of stitches and Yorkshire Dolly mixtures as well, because there's a few people that only watch that that want to know what I'm doing with these as well. So watch this space with that. So I hope you like what I'm working on, because I do. And what's the point of stitching on something if you don't like stitching on it? That's what I say. And I definitely love working on my samplers, if you haven't realised. So, going to Blackbird Designs. As you're aware, I've already done Hands Across the Seas whilst Iris naps. So this week I thought we'd do Blackbird Designs. So what have I done? Well, let's look at the one and only whip that I've got at the moment. Now in June, we lost one of our cats. And the same day we were supposed to be going on holiday to Scotland. We did go to holiday. We actually were supposed to go the day before, but unfortunately because Belle was so ill, we decided to go the day that she passed away, just to get out of the house, and I'm sure you can imagine. So that weekend I decided we needed, I've always wanted to do this, so I thought, yeah, I'm going to start it this weekend in memory of Belle. But unfortunately I haven't got that far on it. So it's in the Home for the Holidays book. Here we go. And it's the Christmas garden. And I'm doing it in the called for thread, which I can't seem to locate, but it can't be far away. It's only 4 colours. So you've got Calico Kitty, Fool's Gold, and their classic colour works. And then we've got Endive and Heirloom Gold, and they're oh, I've forgotten what GA stands for. How could I forget what GA stands for? By gum. Now that's a bit of Yorkshire coming out of me. Gentle Arts, it's written there, Gentle Arts, so I do apologise. So Christmas garden, and this is on my favourite fabric, which is Dr. Smith's Tonic, which we can't get anymore. So if you've got any in your stash that you would like to gift me, 40 count or even 46 count. No, I'm only kidding. We know how we like our stash. So there we go. That's all I've done so far. So I've started in the middle, so it's bang centre in the middle of the fabric, because I have a habit of having loads of fabric left over on one side. So there we go. But I will get back to it. Definitely. I mean, we're going to Scotland overnight at the weekend. Tell you, we like Scotland. My husband's going to watch football. So I could take that with me, or I could take Elizabeth, or I could take Matilda. Choices. So that's my only wait for Blackbirds at the moment. But I have done a few finishes. So the first finish I've done is in the Sisters magazine, well, booklet, not magazine. And it is Peace and Plenty, which is there. And I did it with all the called for thread. See what I mean about getting it centre? There we go. Peace and Plenty. A beautiful stitch. So, although I did go wrong on the border and we ended up restitching it all. But we've all been there, haven't we? So, I'm not sure of the fabric, but I definitely used the call for thread. And I do believe it's got a year on this one. Come on, where are you? Got my initials there. 2019. So pre-pandemic. But yeah, I do like that one. So maybe I should get that framed for this Christmas. And the next one, let me find the booklet. Have we got it? Nope, I haven't. But it's All Joys for Thine. That's another nice small one. I did that in 2020. As you can see, they both had my initials on as well, EK. For Eleanor Kerr. Yeah, really pretty. Again, I do believe I used the call for DMC for that one. And my favourite fabric, Dr. Smith's Tonic. So that's another one out of the way. Then, this is how bad my fabric is. Now this is on 40 count moral, but it's more of a brown grey colour than the normal moral. But I've done that little one there. Again with my initials on. And I've used Weeks Dye Work charcoal for that. There we go. And that is it's in the Winds of Autumn book. And it's called Waiting for the Harvest. There we go. So, I'm not a Halloween person. As a child, I was always brought up to believe that going out trick-or-treating was a form of begging. And so my mum wouldn't let us out, and that instilled in me, and that's what I told my children as well. But I do actually like the autumnal things that everybody uses, like the pumpkins and things like that, especially across the pond in America and Canada. I do like that, so I'm hoping I can bring some of those elements into the house in future years. But it'd be nice if we could. And last but not least, this is one of my favourites, and that is Coming to My Garden. Here we go. I used all the call for threads, and it's on my favourite get my teeth in, fabric. Dr. Smith's tonic, and I dedicated this to my late mother. So it has her name on it. I don't know whether you can see that. There we go. I'm trying to make sure that you can see it all. So Christine Atkinson, 1847. Sadly, my mum passed away in 2010 at the age of 63. So, and she loved cross stitch. I got all her stash, everything, because out of all my sisters, I'm the only one that cross stitches. But isn't that gorgeous? I love that. And yeah, that's another one I definitely need to get framed, as it is dedicated to my mum. So they're my finished Blackbird ones. So I've done quite a few, really, if you think about it. You see the sun shining at the back of me. Oh no, the lamp's just gone on. Thought it was the sun reflecting off the picture. But the lamp's on timer. So right then, so what have I got? So you've seen a couple of the things I've already got in regards to books and things like that. So we've got the sisters one. Some nice charts in there. Come into my garden. The wind, sort of autumn. There's some nice stuff in there as well. I like that one on the back. I do believe that's called the sisters one. Now I have quite a few sisters. So yeah, it's called A Sister's Love. There we go. I'm the eldest of 5 girls. So, and 1 boy. But there we go. I like that one. So what else have we got? Well, for some reason, I don't know how this ended up over on the pile that I've just shown you anyway. So on Blossom as the Rose. And Blossom as the Rose. There we go. That's a nice one. That. I've got a nice pile here. Now I do have definitely one missing. And it's one I really, really want to do. Bear with me to just get a drink before it goes cold. And that's Eleanor Rigby. I definitely want to do that, the dark version, and substitute Rigby with my name. But do I do it with my maiden name, or do I do it with my married name? Let me know your thoughts on that. So my married name is Kerr, so it's only 4 letters, Kerr. But my maiden name is Gordon. So do I do it with my maiden name or my married name? Let me know down below what you think. Okay. But yeah, that's definite to do, is Eleanor Rigby, and I've wanted to do that for a while. And I won't mind, but it won't take me that long to do it. And there's only a few colours in it. So, and I could actually do it, thinking about it, on that. I mean, there's plenty of fabric left, isn't there? I mean, that's only supposed to be a small pillow, and I've got all that fabric left. So I could do Eleanor Rigby on that. Let me know. Come on. I need to know your thoughts. So, that for Eleanor Rigby. I need to find the chart first. I've definitely got it, because I remember seeing it a couple of weeks ago. But I've definitely got it. So what else have we got in my little pile? So we've got a few Christmassy ones. We have got Merry Christmas. I picked this up at Yorkshire, at the Yorkshire retreat. It was on the D-stash table. But I'd definitely go with my D-stash. And then this one I bought last year, another Christmas one. What's it called? Bringing Good Cheer. I mean, these are really, they won't take me long to do. A week and a half. Then I do have the Ooh La La booklet. It's a really nice booklet, and I really want to do that. And there is some small little red samplers in here. See if I can find them. Sorry to keep you up. Look at that. Look at that. That won't take me long to do. We all love a red sampler, don't we? Well, I do. So, and there is the original. Beautiful little marking samplers. And we've got another one there. So yeah, there's definitely lots in this booklet to be going on with. Have a look at the back as well. See, I've got that many charts. I don't need to stitch. Well, I'd have to live till 150 to stitch them all. And I'm still buying more. What is wrong with me? But as Brenda says, buy all the Blackbird. Then we have Ann Blackburn. That's a nice one. I really like the, there we go, the top of the casket, but I think I'd put it in a frame. So it's nice, is that? You can see on there, that's a bit better. There we go. Then we've got Merrily, Merrily, We Welcome Spring. And she's a bit bigger than the others. But a lovely chart all the same. Then with the Beatles theme, again with Eleanor Rigby, we've got Strawberry Fields Forever. I've also got Oh Joyous Day. The Winter is Past. I like this because of the blue in it. And our bedroom is tones of blue. So I think that would look nice on our bedroom wall. Isn't that lovely? Then we've got the Sewing Club book. Again, look at that. Put that on the back. Beautiful, beautiful. And we've got the Humming of the Bees. Oh, look at that big red house. You probably think I'm nuts, don't you? But there we go. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. And we've got A Heart Remembers. Look at that. I like this one on the back. It looks really nice. Look nice in a big chunky frame. We've got Early Christmas Morning. I've never done a drum before, so you never know. Time will tell, but I do like it. Oh, look what I've just found. Oh, Joyce for thine. And then finally we've got Mother's Garden. Which again, it's lovely, isn't it? So, not a bad collection really, considering. Well, I don't think it is anyway. Well, I hope I haven't bored you too much. But I want to show you something that I recently purchased. I think they're gorgeous. They really are. I did get them from North Sampler House on Etsy. And they're cards. And they are beautiful cards. And they've got samplers, original samplers on the front of them. So this one is MV 1796. Then we've got this one. Look at that red house. Ann Blackburn, 1825. Sorry about the glare. There we go, that's better. Fantastic. Then this one's Mary Nettleship, 1818. And finally, in the ones that I got, we've got Elizabeth Cligg, 1844. I really like this. I've actually been looking at the chart on Etsy to buy the chart as well. I do have some floss drops with that on as well, and a bag, and she sells them all on in her Etsy shop. I'll try and link it below so you can have a look. But the bag I got, I don't know whether I showed you it before. She says, reaching over, excuse me. Oh, I can't find it. Bear with me. Please hold. Ugh. It's actually got all my charts in from the other week, and when I was doing, well, Hands Across the Seas, but it's a really thick, substantial bag. There we go. And it's got that original sampler on, which is really good. So, well, what else can I say? I love samplers. I'm addicted to samplers. Don't I know it? I've got plenty in the collection, plenty to be like framing and getting ready. So all I can say now is I can't believe how many subscribers I've got. I'm so chuffed. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. You've made my year, thinking that there's people out there that actually want to listen to me, and people that have the same love of samplers and primitive works that I do. So I do thank you all from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do. You know, I'm hoping not to be so long with the next one. Just things have just got out of the way. You know, home life, work life, getting that nice balance. That's why I wanted to do it Saturday, but of course husband had other ideas, and so I'm doing it today. Also, don't forget to check out Yorkshire Dolly Mixtures. Again, you'll see some of my samplers, see what I'm up to, as well as occasionally I do show stuff that aren't samplers that I've done. Mirabilias, lavender and lace. So check it out. I will show them on here, but not just yet. So I want you all to have a lovely evening, look after one another, get plenty of stitching in, and I will see you all in a couple of weeks. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.